thoughts besides being a Dolphin?
We have a player that's on our team that's better than me, and his name is Alec Ingold.
There may be a little bit of a sarcastic tone in Tyreek's voice there, but make no mistake about it. Alec Ingold is the unsung hero of your Miami Dolphins, validated by his recent selection to the 2024 Pro Bowl. Woo! There are just 19 fullbacks under contract in today's NFL, with more plays being made on the perimeter than ever before. But when you have a guy like Alec Ingold in your huddle, you expand your options offensively, both on the perimeter, but also inside in the trenches. Let's go to the tape. We're gonna go back to week 1 here against the Los Angeles Chargers for a staple of the Dolphins offense in the outside zone. But what you don't see from many teams that run the outside zone is a punishing fullback who creates the main gap for your running back. So right here, you're actually gonna get a look at some really good execution all across the board from the Miami Dolphins as both Robert Hunt and Austin Jackson right here dig out the 4 technique, head up over Austin Jackson, which creates a decision for this end that Ingold eventually will be the one that makes the down block on. You see good flow here and a good track for Raheem Mostert right at that C gap there in this outside zone look. But because of the defined blocking of the line in front of him and Alec Ingold's work here, you're gonna get a very defined wind back lane as he hits it up in there. Why does that play happen? Because your I formation fullback goes and digs out this end as well as anybody else in the National Football League can on a play like this. Go ahead and look at the technique here of Ingold. He goes into this block, feet under his hips, hips under his shoulders, and explodes into the block. That is prime time technique there. Lower man wins, right? He gets under the pad level of the Charger defender and drives him all the way out of the play and makes this read for Raheem Mostert as easy as you like. Run to daylight, young man. And it helps because Alec Ingold is the one clearing this path with his perfectly executed technique on this block and this kick out block of this Charger end. And watch Alec's reaction right here. You think he's fired up? Flex on him. Go ahead and celebrate because you made a great block that sprung your best friend for a big play here on this pivotal Dolphins touchdown drive. One more time. Clear him out of there, give him that track, hit a big run. Explosive play, and then flex on him. Love to see it. And plays like that are where your brain conventionally goes when thinking about fullback play. But this is where Alec Ingold sets himself apart as a Pro Bowl selection. For our second play, we're going to go ahead and fast forward to week number 8 against the New England Patriots and show you some of the flexibility in Alec Ingold's game that really allows this Dolphins offense to be expansive, versatile, and ultimately unpredictable. Because we've seen this formation from the Dolphins time and time again this year. You're going to have a couple of Ys right here. Durham Smythe and Alec Ingold attached to the formation. You got your 5 offensive linemen and your 2 attached Ys with a single back set in the pistol formation. And Alec Ingold's responsibility here, and what makes him so special, is that he can fulfill tight end duties. A lot of times on this look, Miami will bring this motion man across the formation in their split flow action. What is split flow? Well, you see the direction of the offensive line, right? Everyone's moving to the left. That is your typical zone look. When you get the entire offensive line taking that first step out of the blocks in the same direction, that typically means it's a zone run. And split flow is when you bring a man across the formation to split the flow to the left, back to the right, and typically dig out this edge defender. But because the Dolphins have a very versatile fullback who can do multiple things, they're going to dummy that look. He's going to stop his motion on split flow and wind up playing with the flow of the run. And once again, because you get well-executed blocks across the board from the Miami Dolphins offense, including a great crackback right here from Jalen Waddle to seal the edge, it frees up Alec Ingold to run the lead block here for Jeff Wilson. And then you get in a position where nobody wants to be. Number 30, squared up in space on a defensive back. Not a matchup many defenses are going to win. And you see there goes Alec Ingold taking his man all the way out of bounds to the sideline through the echo of the whistle, playing really good football right there. So this option here for the Dolphins offense is downhill, punch you in the mouth football with some variations to it that can cause some confusion because that first step inside, you're getting eyes flowing this way, right? Guys are thinking the split flow action's coming. They're going to run the ball back against that side, but they wind up doing a counter step back to the outside, big punishing lead block, and it's another Miami Dolphins first down.
Honor and a pleasure and a privilege to be able to block for these 2 right here.
On any given play, you might ask yourself, where's Ingold? Where's number 30? And that's what makes this player so valuable because the defense has to ask themselves the same question on every single snap.
Alec's value comes in just the flexibility that he gives us. We line him up in a bunch of different places. We ask him to do a lot of things. We ask him to do traditional fullback things in run and pass. We ask him to do some tight end type things in both run and pass. We've done some more protection stuff with him.
Remember that second play we broke down with the fake motion across the formation? Now you're going to get an example of the Dolphins using Ingold coming across the formation here in motion and going to a flexed out split into not the traditional Y alignment, but rather a nasty split in tight to the formation, but ultimately detached from the line of scrimmage. And he's going to go ahead and have eyes back on Tua right here because why? Because they want to go ahead and use this exit motion they've used all year long with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and now Alec Ingold, the Miami fullback, getting in on the action. And this defender right here is kind of the one you want to key on because it looks like he's matched up man-to-man with Alec Ingold right here, and he's probably thinking at the snap, they're not going to throw this wheel route to the fullback, are they? Oh, yes, they are. They throw right on the back hip there of Alec Ingold, and he gets outflanked on that defender from the motion. So because he has so many versatile options, I mean, he could wind up hitting a down block. He could wind up doing a lead block on a screen pass out here. He could wind up going back across the formation, maybe for an end around or reverse play. But because of that versatility, it makes the Charger second guess right at the snap right here, and you're already a step late because he has a head start. We are still flat-footed. Tua knows that. Tua can see that. Winds up throwing the ball on the back shoulder. Great throw right here, and a great little pirouette from Alec Ingold to go spin and make that catch and continue to get yards after the catch. I'm not sure how many fullbacks have this type of balance, intelligence, pass catching, all looped into one fantastic football player who once again keeps this offense so expansive in what they can do from a personnel, from a play call, and just an execution standpoint.